We live. This is weird.
It feels really weird. Really, really weird. That's so funny though, because like so many ideas I had. I'm glad you said that. I wanted to implement a bunch of fakey ass ideas, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Great. That's why I talked to you about all my ideas. Like,
but I do like those content ideas, just not in the same place.
I know. Lex Friedman does it a lot, and I guess like I
like his little cut-ins and cut-outs because his are different.
Acceptable.
The way he does it is acceptable because it's at the start and he's just kind of telling you about it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is his post talking about it. I'm like, that's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. And then that's really all he does.
Unless something changes, like so the one he had to Jared
Kushner?
Yeah, he had to.
Yeah, but that was two different interviews.
Okay. As long as there's purpose.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because that's where he's very methodical, obviously.
Right. I guess I kind of thought like Jon Stewart, but that's what you're saying.
Because
that's what they don't want, baby.
Because essentially what you're creating, is the Colbert, Jon Stewart thing, which I like that, but not for the same thing. Like I'm not in the same mind frame for a podcast as I am for that type of show.
Okay. Super cut it. Maybe can I maybe experiment with it what if I could get it in without you telling until right at the end or something? Possible?
It doesn't. I just meant like you might pull it off, but I don't feel like it's going to add to the podcast because I'm like I feel like most people aren't even going to be ready for that type of thing.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
Tim, yes. If someone else does something, I try to think, how can I use the structure, but then my own, right? So Tim Dillon, masterful at doing that with his ads, right? Like he's talking or whatever, he's telling his story, and then you find out it's for Magic Spoons.
Oh, like Patrick Bet-David, he's good too.
Who's that?
PBD.
I don't know what that is.
The Iranian guy for PBD.
Oh yeah,
he'll get you about halfway.
I've never heard an ad from him, man.
Exactly.
Wow.
But you have. He just slides it in real nice. Like it'll be like they're talking about gold or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're in a gold ad.
That's dope.
And you're like, what the fuck? How did you just transition without me noticing?
Was it a cut-in or did he do it just?
No, he's just talking.
Oh, that's the hot stuff.
Yeah, he always does.
You know he's got a list, right, of all the ad reads and like where he thinks he might want to splice it in.
He really only does like one or two an episode. Really, I think I only ever hear him do one. Most of the time it's that gold one.
I just know on this.
So the first time he got me, but now he's not going to get me. As soon as I hear anything about the gold, I know it's coming.
All right.
But the first time he got me, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, you got me almost.
See, what he needs to do is do more stuff on gold and not do it. He's got to throw you guys back off.
Well, he's a politics guy. That's all they talk about on there.
Oh, fine. I'm not finance stuff. Never. I saw Kobe Bryant on there.
I mean, pretty much all they talk about is politics right now. I mean,
he changed. That's the thing he's doing now, dog.
Well, it's just that it's so lit right now too. I don't know that you got
to do it.
Yeah, you got to do it. Like there's crazy news every day, practically.
Listen, guys, because I already told him, so I'm going to tell you guys too. Bro, I got offered a Republican Party job because they saw my documentary. My little documentary that doesn't even have 100 views yet, bro. Doesn't even have that. But because of the way I'm placing it, it got placed in the right spot somewhere where they picked me up, dude. That's crazy.
Go red.
I mean, just for me personally, it's just, I feel like I've just always been a conservative thinker. You know what I mean? This is where I would cut to all that like super social stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, share the money. I'm like, fuck.
I'm for whatever side's for freedom. And right now it's slid back to the right. It was the left most of my life.
But what if the side that's about taking away some of them freedoms is big with the checks? And they like you. And they're like, you know what, sir? We want you to work with us.
In what capacity?
If you guys are interested in increasing the dopamine in your brain, right, for an affordable cost, why don't you make sure that you get it from Kratom Spot? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. KratomSpot.com is the most affordable place to get your Kratom. If you're interested in utilizing Kratom, right, and if you don't use it now, don't start using it. We're not promoting that. But if you like to go to a gas station and waste your money, spend extra bucks, quit doing that and go online and go to KratomSpot.com. All right? Use Kratom Spot.
Pushing the agenda. So decreasing freedoms while increasing your income.
Well, it's all about how much money. We all got a price.
And that's the whole thing, right?
But that's why I'm not supposed to be in those types of jobs. Like, I'm not supposed to be a cop. I'll be so dirty.
You say that, my man. But if you had a different record, you'd probably be in the FBI right now.
No, I'm saying I could. I'm saying I shouldn't, though. I am not the person that's supposed to have that job.
I mean, you say that, but
I'm saying my moral compass. People should. That's not the job for me.
See, that's right. Because you ain't got the Jesus. You ain't got Jesus Christ in your life, dude. That's what's going on right there. Because, like, bro, that's like me saying I'm not the guy to be a part of the Republican Party. Bro, I am not the guy to be a part of the press, dude. Not press. Like, dude, what do you mean?
I'm not a press guy. I'm not a person that should be part of the press.
I know you're not, but I'm saying.
But the reason I say that, it's not for the reason you're thinking. It's because, like, I have no moral compass for all of their journalism stuff. I would gladly do all the shit the mainstream media is doing right now for some bread.
But that's the job.
I know, but, like, no, it's not. The job is supposed to be reporting, and there's like an ethics code and everything.
But you don't think those are two different things?
You're supposed to be in part. No, it's part of the job. It's like the Hippocratic Oath when you're a doctor.
Practicing everyday work compared to what you agreed to. They're different.
Yes, but you should be practicing that oath.
But you can't. That's the problem.
I know. Well, you can. There's lots of independent people. You just can't do it mainstream.
I thought we were talking mainstream.
Can't do it mainstream.
The job, what it really entails, is propaganda. Like, you don't play ball, you're probably not going to work that long.
Yes, 100%. But you could go independent. That's the point. Those are the people that should be doing journalism.
It's hard to just start that way, though.
It didn't used to be that way, though.
Hard to start that way?
No, it didn't used to be that you couldn't be in mainstream media and be a real journalist.
Back in the day, it was the opposite, right?
Not necessarily. I'm sure they had you push agendas, but, like, I'm sure it was not near the tyranny that they're ruling with today.
Yeah, so I know before in 1951, there was a specific law that, like, so like Fox, CNN, or whatever, they had to run equal amounts of, like, political campaigns. They had to run equal amounts.
And they had to tell the truth until a certain point. Fox beat that shit in court.
I don't even know.
They got sued for lying. And then they lost the case because the court deemed that they were allowed to lie.
Well, they should be allowed to.
Should you?
I don't know. It depends on what it is.
News, it's like, it's what you brand yourself as, I think, matters. It's kind of like with the social medias. Like, that's kind of their thing they're like, we were battling over a while ago. And I think they still are about what are they? Like, are they the public square or are they a private entity? Because, like, they're two different things. And I think the news should be like that too. Like, if you're going to be the news, you should probably be, like, impartial.
I'm not saying wrong, but let's say why. Why are they doing it?
Why are they doing what?
Like, let's say if you were in court and someone said, all right, but give us your, like, court reasoning why.
Why you should have to do impartial news? Because it's an important job. And I think that should be regulated. That should be against the law.
Interesting. I don't know. I don't know if I
almost feel like there should be news agencies like we have police.
What about just disclaimers? I feel like let us make however we want to make our art, but disclaimer.
That's fine. I just don't think you should be called the same type of news. Like, there should be a place you can go for impartial news. That's not, and that you're not getting tricked into thinking that this is not opinionated.
No side news.
Yeah, it's like we have to go to independent now because it's Fox, which is very neocon conservative.
Neocon, that sounds so bad.
Yeah, it's the old conservative. It's the shitty one. It's the shitty. It was when the Republicans were the shittiest, in my opinion.
When they would, like, shoot doctors for doing abortions, right?
Probably same era. That might be a little later.
It was like 91, but we still got to see the videos.
So the neocons are like, they're normally the fairly religious. You know, they're fairly religious, but they're very pro-war. They're the George Bushes, yada yada yada. Those type of people.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of that type of Republican. I like the new Republicans. You know, like the Freedom Caucus. Like, I like this Matt guy. The guy that just stirred up what's his name? Matt Gaetz. The guy that just, got Mitch McConnell kicked out of the Speaker of the House role.
Right.
And has Congress all fucked up. Now, granted, he may be doing all of this for a selfish purpose.
Didn't he wear the the wild outfit too?
No idea. What wild outfit?
I'm pretty sure. So there was like a day where like 4 different Congress people, they didn't wear the standard whatever clothes or whatever.
No, that's not him. But that's a different guy. That's, I think, Fetterman.
That's Fetterman. Did Matt Gaetz pull the fire alarm?
Nope, that's a different guy.
I think they're all working together like a couple of bullies.
No, the fire alarm guy I think was a Democrat. Matt Gaetz is Republican. Fetterman I think's Republican. I don't even know.
They can still work together.
All I've ever heard about him was the dress code thing. That's what they talked about him. And I heard him saying I think he's a Democrat. In fact, he is a Democrat. Because he was trying to get that other senator that just got caught getting all the money from Egypt. All the bribes from Egypt. Did you hear about that?
The Hispanic guy?
Yeah.
Cuban.
Did you hear his answer for why? Oh my God, this was so funny.
Yeah, I heard it. He said, "What do you mean Castro? Castro ran my family." He said,
"Because I'm Cuban."
Yeah.
He said the reason I had money stitched into my clothing and gold bars stashed under the floor is because I'm Cuban.
He said, "It's under my bed." I swear it's under my bed.
But where did it come from?
Yeah, but he got busted, I know, like 3 years into his career doing it. He beat that.
He beat that one. Yep.
Yeah, but we know what's up then.
Now that it's happened again.
We knew.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely dirty. I don't care as much about that type of corruption. It's messed up, but he should probably do it better. Like he should get fried for doing it so sloppy. I'm like, you guys need to do it like Obama did and shit.
What do we hit him with? A classic embezzlement?
That's bribery.
It's embezzlement too, probably. Oh no, he didn't stash the cash nowhere.
No, it was just in his house. No, embezzling would be like he was stealing money from the national government or something.
I also know this is embezzlement though. Just putting that money into circulation with like a bank. That makes it embezzlement.
Why?
I just know that's what it said. I mean, I guess I didn't look it up on the legal law, but on the podcast that I was listening to yesterday, they were breaking that down. So it was about child trafficking, and this lawyer was stating how she tracks the money that goes to the bank account, and as long as she can get those numbers over like 5 times, that's proof that the bank is accepting like the illegal money or whatever, and then they get them for, what was the term?
Embezzlement.
Yeah, embezzlement.
That's not what embezzlement.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's racketeering.
Racketeering.
It's racketeering.
I'm sorry. Because embezzlement is like you work for a company, you work for Microsoft, and you've been secretly siphoning off, $1 from each account every day, and then stashing it away and taking the money from there. It's like stealing from a place you work at.
Well, also if you own a business and it's laundering.
Yeah, that's laundering. Yeah, what you're about to say.
The 3 trifecta, baby. Okay. Yeah, so I did hear about that guy, but also I saw that guy do an interview on Valuetainment. I don't care. I like that guy.
I don't think that guy was on Valuetainment.
Oh, no. He was on Flagrant, because they're in Florida.
I mean, he's obviously corrupt.
That's kind of though.
Bro, the Cuban answer is the worst answer ever.
I love it.
You know why?
Why?
Because when his family left Cuba, it wasn't a communist country yet, and Castro was not in power. They never experienced the bad part of Cuba. They left and came to America before it all went bad.
The power before was shit. That's why Castro came into power.
Yeah, but he wasn't stealing everyone's stuff. That's the thing. It wasn't communist at the time, which is why you would stash things away.
They're poor though, like Taiwan type shit. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Taiwan. What's it called? Where the fuck is Asia with the hookers?
What do poor people normally do when they get money?
Spend it.
On what?
Bullshit.
On stuff that makes them look rich.
Oh, that's true.
Unless you come from a communist country where they'll take all of your riches if they see any of it, in which case you'd hide it. That's why it doesn't make sense. Like the reason you would be stashing stuff because you were from Cuba was because you were from a period where they took anything from you.
Yeah, what I think his claim is trying to say, you might think this is stashed, but this is mine. And why is it here? Because I'm from Cuba.
I know, that's where it all falls apart, because you didn't live in Cuba when you would want where that would be a thing.
I could be totally wrong, but I'm telling you, I think it was still real shitty.
I know, but that's not the same type of shitty. That's not the type of shitty that makes you stash your money away.
I think the police will steal your money. It's still bad, bro. Telling you.
No. In a poor country that is capitalistic, you would want to look like you have more money because that's how you gain power.
Okay.
In a system of communism, they would just take it and you're always in the same position. So you would never want to show money. You'd have to hide it.
No, I dig what you're saying. I'm saying whatever their system of government before, I think that it's kind of like, what's Bangkok? What's that place?
Bangkok, that's in Thailand.
Yeah, there. Like there, dude. So I hear it's like, because they got like a prime minister or whatever, like a king shit.
Yeah, it's like capitalist there.
But I'm saying like life there is like when you're poor, the cops, they're walking around. You have anything, they stealing your shit. They fucking take your shit. They'll fucking rape. Like it's like really bad still. So you would still learn that shit, you know?
You'd want to have the money.
Oh, actually, here's another thing that I feel like would probably be against what you're saying. So I know it's a part of Cuban culture older than that to practice communism, like amongst like 15 of the women at one time. So they make like a pot of money and save money all year. And then they give like the biggest part of the pot to one of the members and shit.
But that's not what he did. He stashed it all by himself.
All right.
Like he was hiding it from someone.
Maybe you're right. Fuck. I don't know.
He's definitely dirty.
He's dirty. I was just saying he might be dirty because he's
Just like
from there.
Kushner's probably dirty. But you know what? He did it legally.
He's clean of the way he did it.
That's what I'm saying. Like the way they did it was legal. You'll never prove it wasn't. Just like the way Obama got all of his riches after he finished his presidency was legal.
Right.
Even though it's probably not, but you'll never prove it. They're handshake deals.
There were some things in that interview that Kushner said that I felt like that's legal. Like the way he said it, like he's like, no, it's not about making person-to-person phone calls. He's like, it's more like, all right, you have this person captive, you have this person captive, or something like that. He said something wild sounding. I was like, they get to do that type of shit? Where you're just making like, you're trading prisoners and shit?
Yeah, we do that.
All day? It's just a part of the deals and shit?
In war?
I guess just in...
Because we've always been at war.
So yes, yes, then.
We've been at war our entire lives. And pretty much our parents' entire lives.
This is when he was talking about the Abraham Accord. Have we always been at war with the Middle East?
The whole time he's been there. Almost our whole life. We've been at war with the Middle East since, our whole life.
But not Egypt, right? We always been good with them?
We've never been in a war with Egypt. And we're not on the verge of it. It's Israel's on the verge of it.
I know. It's just Egypt is like the highest class of the fucking...
I mean, it's funny because Trump brought the closest thing to peace to the Middle East we've had.
The Abraham Accord. I know.
It fell apart so quick.
Yeah.
My dog. 2024.
He deserves to be our president is what I think I have to say, even if I didn't feel that way working for the Republican Party. But I do feel that way. You know what I mean?
The thing is, it's like, is he the best candidate? Probably not. In the whole world, certainly not. But is he the best one we're going to get? Probably.
Because you don't like the Vic?
Vivek? Well, he's not going to win.
No.
I do like Vivek. But I also don't trust Vivek. I don't know what his goals are. I know he's a snake.
Oh, yeah, he's so perfect.
Like, he's so good. I'm like, you're so good. Like Obama, we're like, you have to win and I have to see. To have any idea what's really going to happen.
He's so good at saying stuff like lower taxes mixed in with the vibes. You know what I mean? Like, he knows how to get you at 14 and 25.
Well, I mean, he's like a Republican Obama. That's what he reminds me of.
That is what he reminds me
Like, he's like, because he's like, he's not quite as smooth, even though he's like really, he's the same level of smooth, but it's like
it's less smooth. No, it's up
it's a
level.
different, it's like,
he's more me-like, to be honest with you. He's more in it.
It's like just as smooth, but it's a different kind of smooth. It's like the type of smooth that Trump has, but it's way better than Trump's.
The Vic? The Vig?
Yeah, Vivek.
The Vig?
Vivek.
Like a fucking Indian, and I don't give a shit about his fucking name. All right?
Ramaswamy.
And that's got nothing to do with the Indian thing. I love Indian people. God bless Indian people all the way to goddamn heaven. But
I like him though. I like Rob DeSantis too.
I just don't like that he goes by.
Rob DeSantis is probably the best policy guy.
You know, I said that when I was talking to the interviewer. But I also said I can't throw my vote away, Donald Trump all day.
But Trump's, I think, the only one. Well, I don't know about Vivek Med too, but Trump's definitely the only one. Like DeSantis doesn't have the balls to do what needs to be done.
Damn, dude.
Trump does now. He's mad. That's why I like Trump. He's mad. I'm like, he's gonna fuck some shit up if he gets in there. Like he's coming out swinging on everybody that was coming for him, and I'm like, perfect, because we need to clean that shit up.
I mean, there's certain things that he can't do, right? Like if we see him,
he can fire people in the FBI and the CIA. He can just start cleaning house.
Okay, I thought you meant arresting. Okay.
I don't really care if they're arrested. I just want them out of the government.
I don't want him to arrest them. If he does that, that's bad. That's what they're trying to do to him.
Well, it depends on what they did.
Like if he were to find a reason to get Hillary Clinton arrested, like, and we all would love it. Remember when he said that shit?
You know, it depends on what she got caught for.
Can you picture him going, remember what I said, Harry?
If he had like if any of these guys have like real proof of doing something that I consider like damaging to the country, then yeah, I think they should probably like get worse than just locked up. They should get destroyed. Like if they're doing treason.
Public execution?
Yeah, that's what I would like.
You know what's hard about that treason these days? It's like, I feel like it's so hard not to do treason now.
No, I want it to be like some real treason.
It's got to be like...
That's what I'm saying. Like, it can't be like some shit like they're trying to get Trump for. You know, like, oh, he was colluding with Russia. No, I want like some real proof. Like, you did some fucked up shit.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Of your knowledge. Oh, no, I forget. You don't care about that.
No,
right?
No, just whatever they did. I want like real proof of it. Like, that's how they have to convict them.
But yeah, I'm saying like, so today's age, like, so Israel, I don't know why they didn't use it in this recent attack or whatever, but they got this like cyber thing, dude. And it's known as like the best cyber program ever to spy, right? Like, is that what you mean?
No. About the proof part?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying they'd have to discover something. Like, let's say you caught Hillary Clinton at a meeting with Putin selling American secrets. I don't know, something ridiculous.
Right.
Like,
bricks of black tar.
I don't know. That's not treason. That's just selling dope. So like, I don't think you should get publicly executed for that.
Okay.
They should probably get arrested.
Okay.
But like, we don't have to kill them for that. No, I meant like something damaging our country.
Maps to some underground shit that was supposed to save us.
I don't know if that's treasonous. Like, it's got to be bad.
She fucking she got 300 of our boys blown up overseas.
Yeah, like she sent a missile.
Purposefully.
Yeah.
She was trying to start a false flag.
Well, the thing is, though, Obama's killed Americans. So...
You mean friendly fire? It's okay. That's a part of it.
That is not okay.
It is in the Geneva, like, sanction. You're allowed to do... It's a part of it, friendly fire.
I'm saying it is not a part of our Constitution for him to have... No, he had to have people killed that are Americans. That's just not okay.
Like espionage style, or what do you mean?
Like when you send a drone strike and kill someone and you kill Americans during it. That's not cool. Citizens.
It's not cool. Oh, American citizens?
Citizens.
Oh, I got to see that. You got to pull the article up one of these days. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got a 14-year-old girl killed.
American citizen.
American. All the way American. I'm like, that's not okay. That's treasonous. That's murder. I'm like, I really don't care about these people in the other countries. I don't really care what they do at all.
Because I know like
million Iraqis or whatever the fuck they killed. Like, that's fucked up, but like not my business. I'm not.
It is. I'm not. Kind of ruined our country.
No, them spending all that money did.
There's a culture issue too.
What's the culture issue?
I mean, Hamtramck, their lifestyle, the Muslims, God bless them, I love them, but like 5 days they've been protesting and like causing problems with the Jewish community 30 minutes down the road.
So I'll give you this. If they're non-violent, that's perfectly fine. If
they're violent,
then the police is supposed to come in and smash some heads.
There's just a problem, you know what I mean? Because we're real Americans, you know what I mean? We're fucking real ones, right? Like, we didn't immigrate here. We was born here.
If you got your card, you're the same thing as me.
I know, but I'm just saying,
at least you passed that test. You probably know more about America than 85% of the fucking population. You know what
That's not what it's about, though. It's our culture, dude. Can you come here and respect the way we live, dude? Because
I don't respect the way we live.
What do you mean?
We're fucking garbage right now. We're fucking trash. We're overweight. We're lazy. We hardly work. We just complain all the time. We don't even get anything done now. Like, what we were is not what we are.
We're
freaking out over gender. Like,
that might be the wrong word then. I mean, can you come to my country and mind your own fucking business, I guess? They can't. When you're Muslim, it is a part of your It's a part of your religious duty when homosexuals are engaging and holding hands and kissing.
So if they do something, then the police is supposed to crack their skull. That's where I'm at with it.
I dig that, but I'm just saying.
I'm like, you break the law, go to jail. Like, just really enforce that shit and we're good.
Dig that, but I'm saying as Americans, right? I mean, natural born Americans here, culturally, we live by a thing. I'm not saying respect how people act. I'm saying every day in your life, you don't go beat up a gay. A big fat ass bitch in front of you, bro. You let her buy all the food she wants. You don't go, fatty, you're breaking sin. And fucking, you don't do that, right? You think
we might need a little bit of that.
Nigga, get out of here. Listen to me though. It's a part of being American in our culture, and you gotta admit this. We mind your own damn business. If somebody's
not what America used to be. America used to be a whole lot of bullying. Bullying's a little good for you.
I'm not against bullying, bro. What they do isn't bullying, bro.
Protesting's definitely a part of our thing, but it's when the violence comes in, that's when things change.
I'm a big protest guy. Listen to me.
It's a big part of our Constitution. Big staple.
You don't gotta tell me about protests. I've been protest.
So I'm fine with them protesting.
Have you been? You don't protest?
No, I don't protest.
I go. I get it. I love it. That's awesome. What I'm saying
Why
is,
are you complaining about it?
Because their violence is happening, and I live between these stupid little cities.
So yeah, the issue is that the police aren't enforcing stuff because they've made race and religion such a hot topic for them to have to touch.
But I'm saying I live here through it.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're saying. You're like, cops need to come in and crack their skulls. But I'm saying when they let all these fucking immigrants in, and not obviously all of them, there's great ones, but there's a mass, and they'll live by their culture.
Are they here legally?
I don't know.
Well, see, I'm also for, like, if you're not here legally, you can get the fuck out.
Aren't all Arabs legal? They got money in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm fine with them. They did everything they were supposed to. I have no complaints. It's until they break the law.
They're breaking the law, though.
Well, then the police ain't doing their job.
They're not doing their job.
That's the problem.
So you're saying let them in, let them be Muslim, let them...
Yeah, because natural-born Americans break the law all the time, too, and they get their heads cracked all the time.
Yeah, see, that's different to me. Like, if you anecdotally beat up your girlfriend, that's an isolated thing. It's the fact that 60 of them have been taught you beat your girlfriend, and they're all beating their girlfriends because their grandpa beat their girl. Like, it's a culture of like, stuff that we don't do.
For stuff, we definitely do a whole lot of beating.
This guy, dude. You're like, by the end of this, you're going to have the hijab on and stuff or whatever.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of that here. Culturally, that was a thing. In fact, it's like law still in some states.
Salam is Azazel over there, dude.
I'm not religious.
Wild.
I am pro-freedom, and part of freedom would be like, part of freedom is that an area can choose how they want to live.
Yeah, man, I don't like that they can do that, I guess.
They can't do it in spite of the laws that we already have in place. And that is a big line. So that's why I'm like, when they break the law, we just need to be enforcing it.
They're not smashing it, though. They're not smashing it down. Like, all right. So, like, and I'm glad because I really got to talk about this part, mostly for the SEO. Palestine, Israel. You know they're in a conflict right now. We haven't even...
No. Palestine and Israel are not in a conflict.
They're not.
No,
Hamas.
It is different. You don't know the difference?
Oh, no, I know the difference, but I'm saying the people of Palestine also are in a goddamn conflict.
No, they're just in the middle.
If you ask them, I bet they say every day's a fucking conflict.
Okay, like I said, they're in the middle. I didn't say they weren't getting... I'm saying they're not in a conflict.
They fight, too. Is that what you mean? They don't fight?
They're not really fighting, no.
Yeah, but that's what's sad about the whole
concept. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to leave, but then there's nowhere to go. It's pretty messed up. But on the other side of things, I don't see how you resolve this without a lot of violence.
It's interesting.
Because this has been going on forever. I'm like, it seems like y'all hate each other. And I know that there's a lot of issues.
Let's break it down.
A lot of issues that like I don't believe you can come to a resolution on.
Like what?
Holy Land.
Why?
Because who's going to give in? Like if you're a true religious believer, who's going to accept giving it up?
Well, I think the person who should make the decisions is Jared Kushner, like he did before. Because if you watch, you remember what he did?
I don't know that if Trump was in office that this would not have happened.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, so Jared's thing for this specific thing, you said the holy part, right? So right now,
Jerusalem.
Yeah, I'm saying it's the sites, right? So there's Christian sites, there's Muslim sites, there's Jewish sites. And right now, they do this BS where it's like, y'all get this amount of time, this, and it's bad. When he was there, he said, that's not how it can work. Everyone can go anytime they want. And if he said what you said. He said if they break the law, they break the skull or whatever.
It's so simple.
But
the problem is you still have Hamas, and their goal is to destroy Israel. It's literally in their bylaws at the start of it. Like that is their, I believe, second goal.
And the erasure of the Jewish people.
So it's like those guys have to be eradicated. They have to be eradicated.
Yeah, but let's break down what they are.
Terrorists. They're ISIS, essentially.
So first off, who created them? We did.
We always did.
That's number one. Number two, Hamas has direct funding less than 6 years ago from Israel.
And Iran.
It's insane, right? So Israel, but that's funded them.
But that's because they're a political group.
Okay.
Like they literally hold like 58% of the offices in Palestine. Like they have the majority.
Yeah, Dougie, we made that micro whatever, and we did all that. They ain't letting us do that.
No, but like that is their government there.
Because they voted it.
Yeah, the people voted them in.
In America, if me and you got that much clout where we were building a micronation and we were about to be voted in, we're out of here. They're not doing that. They're not going to let us take over a country being terrorists. Like me and you, we had guns and stuff like that.
Their perception was not near as much a terrorist at the beginning.
I know.
That's how they got in there. I mean, fucking America is a terrorist organization.
For sure.
We went over there and killed like 1 million people.
So like the big violence really started heavy again 1951. So I think it was 1954 is when
But it's been going on for like 1,000 years, 2,000 years.
Oh, can we believe that shit?
Yes.
The Bible, nigga? What are you, a Bible thumpy?
I think the Bible is a poor recollection of stories that were true, somewhat. It's a poor recollection.
Okay, well then the Jews could have been 4,000 feet to the right.
I know, I'm saying they've been fighting forever. That's all I was saying. I'm saying they've literally been at war forever. I'm like, you guys aren't going to just resolve this.
Yeah, all right, so you ain't wrong, but it's a little bit
Those
touchy.
people need to go somewhere else. But no one in the Middle East wants them. All those Muslim nations, they don't want none of them. None of them are allowing them in.
Well, you can't, dude, because the Palestine being under that impoverishment causes a bunch of money to flood.
They're stuck in Gaza?
No.
Because they literally no one will allow them in.
Yeah, but that's because of what is happening with Israel.
No, they don't want them. This has been going on for years.
I don't think it's the human being. It's keeping that
It's the human
safe.
beings because you have to remember, we're weird over here wanting tons of immigration. For some people, don't even want immigration in most countries. They don't want much at all.
All right.
It's a big negative for them. And then over there, it's full of terrorists. Palestine's full of terrorists, the Hamas.
Right.
Freedom fighters. Yeah, so that means you're trickling in terrorists into your countries. They don't want them. It's like there's only one Jewish nation over there, surrounded by Muslim nations, and they're fighting over the one little tiny piece of Jewish land. Now, I understand it's also the Muslim land, but the Jews have nowhere else to go. There is not a Jewish place to go besides that.
Okay, so there's 500,000 Sephardic Jews that are Palestinian. They're not even a part of Israel, right? You know that, right? So those ones, if it really has been 3,000 years, I'll give it to you. That's them.
I'm saying they've just been fighting back and forth for all that time.
Those ones don't fight with the Muslims. They're not even a part of Israel. They live in the Gaza fucking hellhole part.
I know, it sucks for them. They're 20% of it.
Yeah. All right, so we know that, right? That's tied in. They're not getting murdered daily and killed.
I bet you they get fucked up over there.
No, they don't. That's not true.
Yeah, just like Christians get fucked up in Iraq. Like
that does happen there. But it doesn't happen, bro. So
just because it's not reported doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It's ran by that political cult.
I guess if you want to decide that's how it is. I mean, the incentives, I don't see it that way. The incentives are, we are these slaves, we kill that nation. Like Israel as a nation is who Hamas hates. But then they do claim the erasure of every Jew. So that part's pretty radical. But it can't be the truth, though, also because there's 500,000 Jews there, bro. They're like the blacks of that country.
Tell me, I mean, Hitler used Jews to hunt Jews, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, so, you can still have the plan to eradicate them and use them.
Okay.
In fact, a smart person would. You don't let good labor go to waste.
I feel like, so would you at least admit that it's so hard to really know the truth when it all comes down to it, right?
Yeah, I just look at the facts, which is pretty simple.
So
there's a little tiny bit of land for Jews, that's it, and a lot of land for Muslims, and the Muslims can probably go somewhere else is the easiest answer.
Right.
That's the easy answer. Well, all these other countries need to help the problem out.
Are we sure geography-wise, Israel's a little guy?
Israel's not big.
We're positive?
It's not very big.
Because I know it's big people-wise.
It's got a lot of people.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's like fucking Rhode Island or something.
I don't even know.
But it's not like a gigantic country or anything. It's the only Jewish country in the world.
Well, I know that piece of land has all its value because it's like a road. It's like a trade route. Like the only type of trade route there.
It's very nice.
And I know it's connected to the ocean. And like they say, if you're a conspiracy tinfoiler, that's the big reason why they fighting. This fight comes down to the fact that that's where the money comes from. Like all the oil and crap that goes through, it all goes through Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the trafficking way. So they're like, hey, like this used to be ours. And you got to remember, it was theirs less than 100 ago.
Yeah, but I don't believe in none of that shit, though.
I know what I'm saying. There are motherfuckers that are like, that used to be my house, nigga. Alive.
No, it wasn't, because you weren't alive yet.
No, it's not. No, it happened in 1951. So picture, bro, if you're 14 and shit. Like, you're like, dog, they took my house. Like, it's still your house.
No, it's not, because let me ask you this. If you go drive past one of your old houses, do you still think you own that bitch?
No.
Exactly.
But that's not what happened. They got dragged out.
If your house got foreclosed upon and you got kicked out, I guarantee when you drive past it, you're like, there's my house.
But they paid their money on it. They were just like, you're a fucking Muslim and we own this now. Like,
that shit happened. But 80 years ago, you gotta let shit go.
Would you?
At that point, yeah, I better have let it go fucking 60 years later or my fucking life is trash. Because
bro, that's like how the IRA started. That's how everything starts. Everyone, they don't let it go. They're like, I'm going to blow a fucking car up.
I know, and it hasn't worked well for most of them.
It worked for Ireland.
No, it didn't. I don't think those people are living great lives, and they're still not fucking...
Dublin is the biggest, baddest city there, and it's all Catholic, all IRA. Fuck the raw.
Aren't they all like poor and fucking...
No, Dublin is the richest city.
Well, they used to be poor.
On the outside, they're poor. You're Catholic and you're outside, you're poor.
But besides the fact,
all I'm saying
is whoever's got the land, that's their fucking land.
I dig that.
It's that simple. Unless you can take the land. And they can't. They definitely can't take the land. They can all get eradicated if they want the whole place quickly. Like I'm saying, Israel has the power to do that. It would not be hard for them. They are extremely technologically advanced. We made sure of it.
Right.
So, I mean, like, they can annihilate all of them, and they need to learn their place, honestly.
That's crazy, though. If I was them, I'd be like, dude, just kill me. I can't stay in this place. Wouldn't you feel that way? Like, I ain't gonna be this Hamas shit.
Well, unfortunately, they're the ones that are, the populace is allowing that to operate there. That's their problem. They probably all gotten to leave by now. Like, it's so radical. That's why they can't interact with each other.
Oh, you're trying to say if they play good boy, they'll let them come in.
Yeah, or the other countries would have allowed them.
I like that we're bringing this up. All right, so you know how did the Trump documentary, right? Oh, what was that? I think it was called a micro doc. You guys go ahead and check that out. That's out now, dude. That's out now, and it's only on the YouTube, all right? So you can't see it anywhere else. A lot of times I put it on the Spotify, put it everywhere. Right now, this time, only on the tube. Donald Trump 2024. So when I was there, I might have already told you this, I don't know, but I met this girl there that was in front of me, right? Because she heard me talking shit and talking all this shit. She turns around and says, at the moment, to me, the dumbest shit. She was like, you know, the people, the politicians, they are pedophiles. That's what she said to me. And I was like in the middle of the talk, I said, okay, but which ones? I was like, you're right, but some are not, right? I was like, are they all pedophiles?
They're obviously not all pedophiles.
No one's all anything.
Yeah. Just the fact, like, there's not that many pedophiles that they could completely take over Congress.
That would be insane.
Yeah, it's just statistically almost impossible.
They're not all going to smoke weed. They're not all going to do coke. They're not all going to fucking be uncircumcised. They're not going to all anything.
Exactly. It's just like statistically almost impossible.
So, right, and I'm not saying she was stupid, but I basically did that, right? And they were all like, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I was like, but yeah, some are pedophiles. Convicted. Out of here.
Wiener.
Mm-hmm. There's someone doing prison time too that got busted, like a 13-year-old, like aide or something. I think Republican though. But anyways, dude, so I get her contact info though, right? Because she's so gorgeous. And I like that she's thinking, talking. So I was like, oh, let me get your Instagram, right? So been talking to her on Instagram, dude. And then this stuff pops off. I'm under the assumption she's a red-blooded white. You know me, dude. I like to keep it white. I like to keep it tight, and I like to keep it white. All right? So I think she's a white girl at this Trump rally, and instantly she starts talking about all the conflict, doggy. And I start thinking, oh, you're not a white. You in this somehow. So then I'm thinking she's a Jew, right? And that she is not with Israel. Because like I posted this Israel thing, dude. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
Man, I thought she might like that shit, dude. Trash. She hit me with the trash, boy. It's like, bad move, dude. So she's Palestinian, right? So I get to talking to her, right? I break into it. I get in there, dude. We're talking now, dude. We're talking for days. And I get her to start talking to it. So like, she's Palestinian. She was born in America though, but like culturally.
She's American then.
Yeah, she's American or whatever. But she's spent like a good amount of time over there or whatever. And when you go there, you are what you came from there. Like you're not American. She was considered a Muslim girl of Palestine. So she's there, she's visiting Israel, and she says she's near the border wall or some bullshit, right? And I don't know what happened, but the way she explains it is this 9-year-old girl won't put a stick down, right? And she's got her headphones on, she's taking photos, but the Israeli soldier shoots this 9-year-old fucking girl, dude. And it's like next to her, close. She's like fucking shell-shocked, her eardrum fucked up. And like, that was, so first off, I was like, oh, that's fucked up. That's definitely not good.
It's not my business though.
For sure. It's good to learn though. It is mine, I guess. I want to know. I asked her.
No, I just meant like, I'm not going to have like any real feelings on it because it's not my country.
And don't get me wrong, I'd still have a drink with that guy after he shot that 11-year-old in the head, but I'd have a drink with Jeffrey Dahmer. That's not
me too. Especially the more fucked up you are, the more I want to talk to
you. Yeah, I want to get it.
Because like, I got to know what's going on in there.
Got to try to know. But, all right, so she tells me about that, right, dude? And she's still telling me her scenario. So she says she's like in some type of tunnel thing. I don't know what it is, but there's prayers and stuff. And she's taking these photos. And she's getting yelled at by, this is like a different day, an Israeli soldier, blah, blah, blah. She said some like halal dude, like a hot dog guy, starts like, and jumps in front of her and the soldier. And then she's like, she doesn't hear you. She's got the headphones on. And then also she doesn't speak Hebrew. They're doing over there. So like, these are like little experiences though, bro, where I at least got to like, I guess it's only anecdotal, but at least there is brutality on their end that they don't talk about. And I don't like that.
I mean, I listen to a bunch of news, so they definitely talk about both sides.
Ben Shapiro doesn't.
So no, but so here's my thing with it though. It's not my country though, so I don't really care what goes down there.
But it's affecting the hell out of us.
Yeah, because we're letting it. I'm not for funding this war either.
Because this is what happens, bro. They go in there.
I'm not for funding any war. Everyone can kick rocks if I was running shit. If I was running shit, everyone can fend for them fucking selves.
Right.
What the fuck have you done for America?
This is the problem, though. We did fund this war, and we gave them the green light, so they're over there tearing it up. So let's say they start tearing it up, dude, and they do something real bad. You know how them muzzies are. They come over here, they get a couple planes.
I think we did that.
Right. We'll do it again. And we'll do it again, brother.
I don't think we do it again.
What I'm saying is, though, like, maybe we did do it, but you do know, like, all right. So
I know we allowed it.
But who was that guy? Who was his name? The tall one? Osama bin Laden?
Yeah.
That was the
guy that worked for the CIA?
Yeah. All right. But still, dude, so he created Baathism, that concept of Baathism. That was at least based off of the thing that we're terrorists and we fund wars.
We're terrorists. That's not a lie.
Yeah, and we're funding this Israeli war. They're going to go smoke them niggas, and then they're going to come to our country and smoke us.
Not if they smoke them all the way.
They never do.
Well, see, if they want to do that, then they can do that. But see, we didn't really fund this one. We can't give them money yet.
I thought, we pulled out of fucking the Ukraine money and we put it in here.
No. Is that what we did?
Yes.
There is no Ukraine money. We just stopped giving. So what they're talking about is now we're going to stop sending money to Ukraine.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but we haven't given them any money yet, and this is why. Because we don't have a Speaker of the House, and Congress is not allowed to meet until there is one.
We haven't given
Nothing can be done until they get a new speaker.
Oh, you're saying we haven't given Israel money?
Yeah, we can't. We're trying to.
But why were we allowed to send the Air Forces with them? We send them American Air Forces.
Probably executive order shit.
Military shit.
Yeah, executive order, but we can't give them like a bunch of money like we did Ukraine yet. Because Congress is not allowed to meet until there's a speaker.
Dope. Oh, so the Ukraine thing, I want to bring this up because I remember Joe Rogan was like, imagine the money that can fucking disappear. Da, da, da. So when I started hearing stuff like that, sometimes I get with AI. I looked up the process, at least the official process of when we give money. Do you know how that works? Like, it's not actually money.
We don't weapons.
Yeah. But do you know it's our weapons?
I know, so that we can make new ones.
It's our money.
Yes, it always is.
It's our money paying us.
Yes, it's our money paying, not us, paying fucking military contractors.
Yeah, when I say us, I mean the gun guy. It doesn't
even go to the government. It goes to guys.
Like Smith & Wesson, right? Like that shit.
No, not like Smith & Wesson. Like ones you've never heard of.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But they are American guys, right? We don't know. We don't even fucking know.
Maybe. They're probably all ex-military guys.
Okay, well, you're still American.
Probably. They might not all be American.
I don't like that. I
don't really care. I don't want that money going to any of them. We don't need to be sending money out. We had shit. Now we don't have any weapons.
But you can't blame them, though, right? I'm saying if you're DARPA, you would be like, oh, well, if they're going to give us the fucking money.
I mean, I have a little blame for them ruining our political system, but like...
The lobbying. Yeah,
the destruction of our essentially our voting system. They've destroyed it.
But hasn't it always been like that? I know they always lobbied, but it was less money. Is it make a big deal now? It's money.
It's that we had military lobbying, and there's like endless money in war. So it's like with pharma. Like pharma didn't exist before either. It's like the amount of power that these companies are able to garnish is insane.
So the amount is what is the problem. It's too much money now.
Yeah. I personally would love if we were only allowed businesses of a certain size and then they were taken by the government.
You would, but do you really feel like if you made that business, you'd be like, I love it. Thank you for taking my business.
No, I wouldn't allow it to get that big. We'd keep everything small businesses.
You'd have 400 small businesses. So
just like it used to be before Walmart and Myers and all these places came in and crushed everything. Oh, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you could be Walmart, but Walmart's owned by the U.S. government, and the guy that runs it can get voted out for doing a shit job. Government. That's how I'd want it to happen. Like that way. DT,
oh yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? DT, like the government would take it, and like we would be, and it would be under the control of the government. I would like it if we could vote on it
because it feels a little Russia-ish, early Soviet.
It's oligarchy right now. We live in an oligarchy now.
The way you're explaining it sounds a bit commie-ish.
No, because we're giving you the choice. Don't become that big if you don't want to become a utility, because that's what I consider all those things. Walmart's like a utility. Like there's massive subsidies that's put into it to allow them to do what they do. Like they get tons of government money. They're government funded.
And can you buy electricity from off-brand DTE? Can me and you start our
It's impossible. Yeah, legally you could, but it's impossible. You'll get crushed. You can't compete with
destroyed.
They're so big. There's just DTE and consumers. And then there's these new solar companies who, for the most part, are scamming people and like going bankrupt.
And powered with DTE. They're always powered.
No, they're not all powered with DTE. I'm talking about all the other ones. The powered with DTE ones are legit. That's DTE.
Power Solar is who's connected with them.
There's tons of other like smaller companies that do solar.
That isn't connected to DTE?
It's not connected.
Like Power Solar, they don't.
That's DTE.
Yeah, they're connected to DTE. Yes. They sell your power back to DTE.
Yes, I'm saying there's other companies that are their own.
Shout outs to that company, bro. I put down the bluestone for his like shit or whatever at his house. I don't know. He's rich as hell.
But yeah, that's what I would do. I don't know what the number would be, but companies like Apple would get.
What the hell is the difference? It's the same thing.
What?
If you own 400 companies, it's still Totten that's going to put down $1 billion on Totten Industries.
Yeah, but you'll never have this massive control.
Sounds like shell company. Sounds like what they do in fucking
No, I'm forcing you to actually be that shell company.
Oh, you're saying you can't
be a giant business. That's the thing. You would not be allowed to be.
But if each business is making 250,000,
that's cool. But you got to run each and every one of those. You don't just get to run one giant one.
But when you're lobbying up in Wall Street or whatever, or Washington, you got the big bucks, right?
No, because you can't pull that type of money from a small business.
Oh,
like the all of the power in these large businesses is the fact that they're like, essentially running monopolies that they figured out how to move all the companies and have them vertically like integrated so they're fucking like they're producing things at such a low cost that nobody else can compete with them. Like nobody else can compete with Walmart on shirt prices. They're fucking printing graphic tees for fucking $5 and shit. It's insane. Like you're not gonna compete with those guys if you want to on price.
On their game.
On actually like how cheap can I bring product in and then resell it?
But they'll never be able to give you your face at Walmart.
No. But you'd have to pay way more.
Yeah. So in their game, though, they're winning. They're the king.
Yeah. So like, if you want to be a smaller business, you have to be Gucci, Louis Vuitton. Like that's a small business compared to Walmart. They're rich as fuck, but they're not anywhere even close to touching fucking Walmart. They're fucking children. They're an infant compared to Walmart.
But that's the whole thing, my dude. Like, just
those companies would be allowed to continue, in my opinion. But Walmart would be a part of the government.
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying like, even though that what you're saying is real, but like that Mr. Walmart guy. It's not like he has so much crazy more money than Gucci guy does.
Yes, he does.
Just his company does.
No, that one family owns like all the stocks. They're worth like fucking $700 billion or something.
Oh,
like
the stock owning.
Yeah, they're all like 100 billionaires or something. It's insane. They're like the richest family in the world. They are the richest family in the world, I think, besides the Saudis.
Maybe.
No one's messing with the Saudis. They're worth trillions.
Bro, let me tell you something. They might be rich, but I saw that guy also putting Bluestone in Birmingham. Pot belly.
So?
Looked ugly.
That's fine. You can look ugly when you're rich.
Well, you know who else is rich? Sam Bernstein's son, the blind one, and he fit. No, dude, yes. But listen to me. When he walked in the morning, no dog, fucking the thing, dude, fast as fuck. I mean, this dude, he's so skittish.
Of course, he's blind.
Yeah, but a lot of blinds act a little skittish and shit. He's like, I know what I'm doing.
This guy's coming from Sam Bernstein.
Think of being blind and cross-eyed in that.
Think of the level of pressure that motherfucker must have put on himself to be great, knowing that he was blind.
He is
and his dad is Sam Bernstein.
And his dad put him on the commercial, bro, looking like this.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Oh my God. But to go back to the girl or whatever, the Muslim girl, the biggest part of that is just like, been on 2 dates. She's way beyond my league, bro. She's so pretty. And she just has these values that feel so much more conservative and dope. I stand with Palestine purely because I like her. And if I met a beautiful Jewish girl that trumped her, which I don't think I will, I would very quickly probably switch to the other side.
Yes, we know you have no morals.
Is that what that means?
Well, yeah, essentially. You're willing to just chameleon away.
It's so funny that you say that, though, because I'll tell you one thing. This whole week, I should have been making jokes on this shit. I should have jokes written. I care so much about these people I don't know. Bro, I couldn't even do it. Been crying. I care about both of them. It makes me so sad, actually. I hate it because that girl, her sister's husband just died 2 days ago in the Israeli war. Just like that, boom. And then you remember that little Jewish kid that I fuck with?
Yeah.
Bro, his cousin, dead. Like, so now it's touching the people I gotta talk to. Now you're fucking up my day. You know what I mean? You're bringing it to my neighborhood. These are rich neighborhoods.
Yeah, but who started it? Palestine.
Who started it?
Yes, technically in this situation, 100%. The rocket launchers on a civilian. Like, first off, I'm 100% against Hamas. We need to eradicate them. They killed like 25 Americans. 25 fucking Americans. We should be over there bombing right now.
But we shouldn't, right? Stay out of there.
No, I don't give a fuck.
That's what you just said earlier.
Well,
I'm running it back when you said we're staying out of
check
it.
Check it out. I'm of one of two ways. We either stay all the way out of it or we end shit. I hate this us trying to be cool. I want to be fucking like Vikings if we're doing shit. We need to make up our mind. Are we the fucking nice guys and stay out of it, or are we gonna run shit?
Okinawa, Japan shit? That type of shit?
What did they do?
They dropped that nuclear bomb.
I don't know. You don't mean nuking people.
But you mean like that, though, right?
I mean fucking people up.
You mean annihilation in that manner. Or no, not that manner, but that amount.
I mean, like what we did with Osama.
Here's the biggest
when
thing.
we wanted Osama, we went and got him and fucking shot him 100 times or whatever. Let's go do that with the Hamas people. I know Trump killed the shit out that Iranian general It was a fucking terrorist. Everyone freaked out about it.
I hated that.
That was great. That's exactly what I wanted.
We did a whole episode on it. We disagreed.
Loved it. Just get the job done. That's what he did. Just get the job done. That's what I want.
All right.
We don't need to dance around. I'm not worried about the politics of the world. They can all suck a dick. We're America. What you going to do about it?
Sweet science.
We got to worry about Russia, which is the only one we're not. We're poking the bear with that one. I'm like, that's the people we don't fuck with. We don't fuck with China. Russia, China, they can fuck with us. Everyone else can eat a dick. What are they going to do? We're America.
I don't know about poking the bear.
We're funding a war against them. It's way beyond. It's a full-on.
Yeah, baby. You look at Russia and how, but they're saying this ain't a war. This is a slight military upset that they're squashing.
Of course, but it's a war because we've been funding it. They would have been done in two. If we hadn't got into it, it looked like just like when we rolled into Iraq and in 30 days took that bitch over because they'd have been done in 30 days. We're the only reason they've been going. The war would have been a month long. But
according to Putin, he's winning and it's easy.
He is winning and it is easy because he's fighting a tiny little country. They eradicated Kyiv. It's gone.
When you poke a bear, that dude is coming for your insides.
I know.
So we're not poking a bear. That's all I'm saying.
He just moved nukes into Belarus. What do you mean?
I don't really know what that means.
The nukes, it means he's moving them closer to blow shit up if he needs to. Like he's ready for nuclear war.
But blow what up?
They unite NATO.
The whole fucking everyone involved? Isn't that like
that's how NATO works? If he goes to war with any piece of NATO, it's all of NATO against him. That's in the bylaws of NATO. That's why they were trying. That's why Ukraine was trying so hard to get in the middle of this because it would mean everyone has to literally put boots on the ground and go help fight.
Yeah, I guess theoretically.
Yeah, so yeah.
Can't we send Poland in though? Can't we send? I know we send other countries in first, right? I think we send other countries in like first. Like Poland will have to go first.
We've given everything. We've given everything in this war practically. We've just given 75% of all the stuff. They're not coming out. They're not even helping, and it's their country. I'm like, this is Europe. You guys can deal with it. What the fuck are we doing over here? Russia can have that bitch if you guys can't handle it.
If the people,
like there's like fucking 20 countries over there. Handle that. What are we talking about?
You know, it's all a big mess because you got to remember. You got to remember why he went in there. He went in there.
It's our fault
because of us.
I know.
Because he said if you put those on the border, then I'm gonna freak out. And then we put tanks on the border.
He said if NATO comes anywhere close, it comes into Poland. Like we already broken shit. Like anything closer than Poland.
Yeah, but he already let that go, right?
Well, did he let it go, or is it's just escalating? You know, he almost did this during Obama's term too.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was like an issue, and then it de-escalated finally.
I remember when Barack Obama was in term, they made him look jokey-ish. Like he would come out saying stuff that was actually true. Now he'd be like, the aliens are real, and the American government is lying to you about them. And he's like, if they don't come out about the UFOs, and it's so funny. I remember I'd read that in 2015, like, dumbass nigga. Fucking.
And I mean, I like Putin, man.
Right.
I don't want him to run my country, that's for sure. But like, it's a figure to watch. I enjoy it.
Well, I guess I gotta visit Russia until I start talking shit, eh? Maybe it's nice.
It could be nice, but like, you still might live like shit. I mean, you don't have the rights you have here.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They're like, well, you know what? You might have the same rights, actually.
You can't gay out. You can't.
I was about to say, like, but like,
no weed.
Well, you could definitely get away with it, just like we could get away with it here that whole time.
Yeah, I just know that they can shoot you, the police in the street.
They're not going to, but this is the thing: the police can do whatever they want.
That's how they work there.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like the rights, they have similar rights to us, but they're not really there. Like authority wins.
Interesting. I don't even know what their government is or anything.
It's a democracy.
You want to know who's low-key dope, though, on the low-key, and they're socialists? Germany.
The Germans we're always worried they're going to team up with Russia. That's what they were the most worried about during all of this.
Well, they're kind of dope over there.
Yeah, I like the Germans.
But they're socialists.
Kind of, but they were the ones just rioting and all that shit. They're not, they're angry people, and I like that about them.
Yeah, what are they rioting about? The Jews?
They were rioting about COVID shit. And
yeah, they went hard on them during that. I forgot about that.
Losing their rights and shit. They were the first ones to get mad as fuck about it.
You know, I love, because all I thought Germans were a bunch of Nazis, right? I thought that. I didn't know nothing. Did a little bit of research, find out, own relative, Marxist, beautiful man. Nuremberg mayor, ladies and gentlemen. Sure, did he believe in socialism, right?
Was he a Nazi?
No, he wasn't. He fought Nazis.
I think he was a Nazi.
Well, he wasn't. And it's online. I mean, I don't know if every Nazi's on there, but you could check every SSR member. They're cooked. There's a list. You cooked out there.
But because we already talked about that.
He was imprisoned by Nazis with Jews, by the way, Israel. So like, this isn't how life works, but for some reason, this is how they try to make life work. So choose, which side are you? Israel or Palestine?
Israel.
It's so weird though.
It's easy.
It's not, I would never choose a side. They're both of them. Two-state solution.
I told you, they blew up 25 Americans.
I know.
That's all I need to hear.
They didn't know they were Americans.
Just you're not. First off, I mean, they broke every war law there was. They went and blew up fucking citizens. They didn't even attack military points.
Right. I mean, we dropped a nuke one time.